Hi, I'm Scott Lowe with ActualTech Media, and I'm here today with Gary Watson, founder of Nexsan. Gary, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Scott. Glad to be here.
So let's talk about Unity. Tell me what Unity is.
Unity is an amazing new family of products from Nexsan. So Unity starts with an enterprise class filer. So you have NFS, CIFS, SMB, FTP, Fiber Channel, iSCSI from a unified pool of storage, anywhere from a few terabytes to a few petabytes, up to 5 petabytes actually. We can fit 5 petabytes in a single rack. And it has, in addition to that, it has a 2-tiered caching technology that caches to RAM and flash. But the really cool thing about Unity is it embeds mobility and archiving into the core operating system of the filer.
So what are the top 3 features you'd say that people need to understand when they're looking at something like Unity?
So Unity is, first and foremost, it's a great on-premise filer. Number 1. Number 2, the embedded mobility piece is amazing. You can connect to your files, potentially petabytes of files, from iOS devices, Android devices, Macs, PCs, even a web client. So a bunch of different ways to get at the same data without having to go through a public cloud, and with the assurance of using the common Active Directory infrastructure from top to bottom. So you're not logging into some other kind of authentication mechanism to talk to your storage. You're using your standard Active Directory that gives you a window on any of your devices. It's like we do today with email. So email, you don't think anymore whether you're on your desktop at home or your computer at work, right, or your iPhone. They all give you the same common view of your emails. Well, we're doing that for your data.
So people have moved to Dropbox, unfortunately, because they haven't had these sorts of features in their storage. But you've brought it to storage with your centralized authentication, so it seems like it would be far more flexible, far more secure overall, and actually far more efficient because you don't have separate credentials, you don't have to do any kind of crazy authentication integration and stuff like that.
That's right. It's meant to be an easy deployment. I mean, the Unity is inexpensive enough to use as a secondary storage target. People do use it for that. But it is a fabulous primary storage device that has the embedded mobility with Active Directory security from top to bottom. And you just pick up your phone and it knows who you are, and you can see any of the files you're allowed to see on any Unity system you have worldwide. We also have the ability to synchronize data between Unities in different locations. So you have this collaboration technology, which we call in-way syncing, where you can have folders that are shared with other areas, that other parts of the world, very WAN efficient technology that moves data from place to place.
So it's a storage mesh.
It's a storage mesh. That's exactly what it is.
Very nice.
And it's like a global file system storage mesh. And then in addition to that, we have the ability to archive your key content to a hardened archiving layer. That's an option that protects the data against any kind of threat, either bit rot or even ransomware.
Who's buying it right now?
All over the map. We're having anyone who needs high performance on-premise storage and is interested in the mobility or the archiving piece. So there's medical people, there's financial people using it, architectural engineering firms, government agencies are looking at it now. There's an awesome company that's going to be the Tesla for buses. People like that. There's just an awesome number of people we're talking to because it's really a unique product. This technology should have always been built into the filer, right? It's a natural home for it. It's just another protocol for the filer to deal with, and it provides a positive motivation for the users to stop using unauthorized, out of control things like Dropbox, Inbox, and Google Drive and whatnot.
We like to call that shadow IT.
Shadow IT. It's a positive motivation to push people away from it, because if you think about it, if you're in the building and you're doing work on your mobile device, you have Wi-Fi to the LAN, to the filer connection to your data, very high performance, low latency connection. So there's a positive motivation to the user. It gives them a reason not to use those services.
Very good. Thank you very much, Gary.
Thank you.